Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this son of a gun. I was up at, earlier than 5 o'clock this morning. Pain. You know, I've got back injuries and more, and I can only sleep on one side. But I got up at 5:30 and took a walk. Well, it was 8:45, and I'm sitting at my computer desk, and I look outside my window, and son of a gun, it's snowing. It doesn't snow all that often anymore. So, because it is snowing, I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to grab my brolly, and I'm going to go for Walkies. Because it's snowing. And here's my brolly, and yes, it is Roy. You see, it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, purple. Okay, the purple doesn't really fit. That's funny though, so it makes me laugh. You know, it's a Roy G. Biv, which it doesn't really work, but still. I got this here to keep the snow off the camera, a little bit anyway. Gonna be lucky if it doesn't all coat the screen. I've hit the streets, I've been walking for a while, and son of a gun, look at all this snow. We're just gonna walk up this way a bit. It doesn't snow very often anymore. Here in Washington State, it used to snow like every single year for months at a time. And sure, a lot of my memories of snow were when I was a child. And so I can't base how much snow there was based on memories, because, you know, what was waist high to a child might be just barely up past the shins of an adult. So while I may remember the amount of snow incorrectly, I do remember that it snowed every single year for weeks at a time. And as I've gotten older, it has snowed less and less, unfortunately. Global climate change. Each year is hotter and hotter than the one previous to it. And the weird thing is, we even have records from hundreds of years ago. Hello, doggy. Hello, doggy. We have records from hundreds of years ago, if not even 1,000 years ago, where people were showing in their records that just the technology and industry from that time, they were seeing changes in the global climate. So it's like, well, shucks, you know, nothing's changed all these years. But it is snowing, and I like snow. My wife loves snow. I wish she was still here. I was just thinking about her a bit ago. It was just, she did not have a good life. She died when she was 41 years old. And out of her 41 years, about 30 of them were unpleasant and painful. So I made it my life's mission to take care of her and to make her as happy as possible and to keep her as healthy as possible. And I did for 10 years. We did good. Now, I would go back and do it again, even though I hurt myself quite badly taking care of her. I damaged my kidneys and more. But I would do it all again. And in fact, I'd do it even harder to make sure that she was even happier and safer. Because even though I hurt myself taking care of her, I'm still here. I may have damaged myself. Look at all this snow on my arm. I may have damaged myself. I may have maybe even taken years off my lifespan. But you know what? I'm still here. And she's gone. So I tried my best to give her 10 happiest, healthiest years of her life that I could. She had three children, 2 of them with me. Although I consider her first child to be my child as well. He is my son, damn it. So I never had a chance to adopt. That was way more money than we ever had. And I regret that with every fiber of my being. But I did my best. And we did our best. It's snowing, and my hands are freezing. I've already done a 20-minute Walkies, so I'm really... Oh, excuse me. Burped coming up. I'm only going to do about a 10-minute Walkies video here, and then I'm going to close it down, and that'll be it for the video. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be a long video. Maybe I'll do another one if it keeps snowing today, and you'll be able to see the status later on. That'd be kind of cool. Yay, social anxieties for the win. I'm intensely self-aware. I'm intensely self-aware of what I look like and sound like at all times. And this, coupled with my social anxieties, you know, as I walk around talking to myself in public. Not only talking to myself in public, but talking to a red box that I'm holding just in front of my face. I feel like an idiot. But life is life. It doesn't matter, does it? I mean, after all, we are young too short, we are old too long, and when we die, we are dead forever. So who cares if you look silly? As long as you're having fun. And you're not hurting anybody. After all, your right to swing your fist ends where my nose begins. And that doesn't have to be your literal fist. That can be your political fist, your educational fist, you know, your desire to shoot AR-15s versus my desire to not have school children killed by bullets. You know, your right to swing your fist ends where my children begin. Ooh, I hear tires sliding around on wet road. Oh my. My left hand, the one holding the camera, is so cold right now. Frozen into a claw. Oh my. I was just walking, I thought it was at random, but look at this. Here's Euclid. This is the road that my wife and I used to live on. And just a year ago, I used to live up that road in my brother-in-law's garage. So I guess this wasn't as random a walk as I thought. I guess I was just coming here. Memories. My wife and I lived up there for good, well, we showed up here in like 2007, 2008 we bought that house. What the heck, I'll just walk down this way. And then she died in 2014, and I lost my house in 2014. The bank took it illegally, but that's Wells Fargo for you. They'd already gone through and taken how many millions of homes illegally during all of this financial crisis? Yeah, add me to that. They screwed a vulnerable vet. But I'm just one of millions of vulnerable vets that they've screwed. So that's special. Well, it's 9 minutes and change, and I'm really cold. I'm doing well, it's going to take a while to wander back to my house here from here, so I hope you've enjoyed my little snow walkies. I hope you've enjoyed my wild ramblings. Hopefully they haven't been too boring. Hopefully they haven't been too political for you. I know as a liberal type, for conservative types, that means I'm anathema, but such is life, isn't it? I think we're all just people. I think lots of us have... Ooh! Look at all this snow that was up on my brolly. How about that? Some of us have political and moral issues, but that's life. I mean, if you honestly think that your right to own a gun trumps somebody else's right not to have their children be buried, you know, because some shooter decided that he was irritated at non-white people, then, you know, we've got a problem. Oh well, though. Life is life. Wandering. Well, this is 10 minutes and 14 seconds, so if you could toss me a like, that would be awesome. If you could check out my various links, if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign and become a Patreon.com patron, that would be awesome. And of course, if you could subscribe to this channel, that would be very, very cool, and I would greatly appreciate that to no end. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I am going to... I got about 5-10 minutes walk, so you take care. I'll see you all on the flip side, and that is a very good thing, my friend.